dictator from the Middle East.
After a 2-year hiatus from traditional episodes, South Park returned with Sermon on the Mount, the premiere of its 27th season. True to its legacy, the episode delivers a sharp, controversial, and unapologetically satirical take on modern American culture. With its focus on the second presidency of Donald Trump, the erosion of woke discourse, and the ever-present absurdity of media and political figures, the episode reaffirms South Park's identity as a boundary-pushing social commentator. Though undeniably provocative, Sermon on the Mount is South Park being exactly what it has always been: a crude, clever, and fearless observer of societal hypocrisy and cultural contradictions.
This is my body, given for you. Do this in remembrance of me.
Christ makes the money. Christ makes the money.
Repent, bow to Christ, or be swept away with the rest of the godless lies.
South Park has always relied on its signature edgy humor to expose uncomfortable truths. In this episode, Donald Trump is portrayed with his talking head placed on a generic South Park body, reminiscent of how Saddam Hussein was mocked in South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. This perfectly encapsulates how the show distills complex political realities into cartoonish symbols. Trump's legal intimidation tactics, his cult of personality, and his scandal-laden legacy, especially his rumored ties to the Epstein files, are not analyzed with subtlety. Instead, they are satirized to the extreme, including scenes with him in bed with Satan that ridicules both morality and masculinity.
President, a lot of your supporters are starting to turn against you.
Hey, tell him to take a rest. I love you.
The episode's most biting commentary lies in its examination of the so-called death of wokeness. Cartman's depression over the loss of woke culture is a darkly comic reversal. Rather than being opposed to political correctness, he thrived off its outrage economy. His threats of ending himself are exaggerated in a way that makes a joke of both performative victimhood and the narcissism embedded in culture wars. It's South Park's way of saying everyone, left, right, or center, has become entangled in their own self-serving narrative.
PC principal? If he's changed, then there's no hope. I think woke is dead. 'Cause now I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Special anymore. So what's the point in me even existing?
PC Principal's invitation of Jesus to a school assembly and Jesus' quiet compliance in the face of Trump's authoritarian rule represents how institutions, religious, educational, and cultural, can become complicit when power demands silence. The show doesn't endorse a side so much as it mocks all sides for abandoning courage and common sense in favor of fear, branding, and lawsuits.
I want to come back and be in the school, but I had to because it was part of a lawsuit and the agreement with Paramount.
People claim that the president, who is a great man,
A great man.
great guy, we know he's probably watching, and we are just reporting on this town in Colorado that's... This is 2025, okay? And not much is illegal.
Unlike shows that pull their punches or walk back jokes, South Park continues to go to the extremes when it talks about any issues. The PSA at the end of the episode, featuring a deepfake Trump stripping in the desert, is grotesque, absurd, and effective. It mocks the growing trend of using religion, emotional manipulation, and media spectacle to obscure corruption and narcissism. This is the heart of South Park's style. It doesn't aim to soothe or uplift. It aims to expose. And if you watch this PSA, you were probably exposed to more than you wanted.
Who survived the wilderness? And no matter how hot it gets.
Sermon on the Mount is crude, offensive, and deliberately provocative. But that has always been South Park's method. Rather than evolve into a more polished, politically correct version of itself, the show doubles down on what it has always been doing. In doing so, it remains one of the few shows willing to mock every side of a debate, hold power to account through parody, and use humor to make powerful points.
The government can't cancel the show. I mean, what show are they going to cancel next?
In a time when media often plays it safe, South Park chooses instead to be fearless, even if that means that they might be canceled by their parent company or even sued. And that is what keeps the show relevant, not because it chases controversy, but because it refuses to look away from the absurdity of modern life.